This is Andy and
Stefan,
and you're listening to MOROW.com
at Prog Radio.
And the widows start to dance, then it shows all the beauty in just one day.
Especially mine, I must say. I love bands like Styx and Kansas, also Pink Floyd, Genesis, the old stuff. And number 3 was a great album. Also, We Can Dance, except of 2 songs. I think that the old progressive stuff influenced me a lot, but also bands like Gino Vanelli, coming from the jazz part, and Pat Metheny, I like also very much. So I'm very broad in my musical thinking also, and I think that's necessary also in this kind of music. When you're going to do this kind of music, you have to be open-minded. For me and for everybody in the band, I must say, sometimes they are metaphors for things. When I sing about my sister, then it's about other people having sisters, or that we should all stay together. It's meant like this. But I think in the band there's a very familiar way of thinking, and that comes out also in the lyrics, especially during the last 2 albums, and also my solo album Abydos. The feeling about the loss of my father was very, very present.
Silence deeply creep in my heart and soul.
When Images and Words was coming out on CD, we were totally surprised that there is a band which makes music like that. And this was the first influence, and maybe the most important. But after, I have to say for myself, after Images and Words, Images and Words is for me one of the best CDs ever. From everything, songwriting, soloing, everything. And this was my first influence, which really changed my style of songwriting. But I think after the God thing, we discovered that our style is on the one side a kind of progressive, and on the one side something like based in the 80s, mixed with something maybe even from new metal stuff. So I have to say it's not from the tour, not really. I have to say it's a progression which we discovered for ourselves, mixed by our theater work, mixed by the stuff we hear. Sometimes, you know, if you like bands like Slipknot, then you also maybe have some ideas to write a riff like that. And for sure, Dream Theater is an influence. We shouldn't discuss that because this is kind of obvious. But the tour wasn't not really influence for the songwriting. It was much more influence for ourselves to start rehearsing or practicing much more, because when you see them on stage with what they play and how they play, it's incredible. So I think it was for us more the influence to work on ourselves, but not for the songwriting, because we are much more melodic. We are more looking for a real song. Dream Theater is a little bit more technical. They make this part of the song, that and that and that, and finally it's a song. But we try to write a song first, and then we put the technical stuff to the song. I don't know how Dream Theater works, but this is maybe kind of different. To finish it, I think the best thing what could happen for us after the release of God Thing was to tour with Dream Theater. Honestly, it was the best what could happen. Because first they are nice guys, and in the beginning it was like that, you know, there was just a support band, and but we made our show every evening, and we tried to reach their fans, and finally we were really treated in a nice way. The technicians of Dream Theater, they really were so nice to us and helped us building up the stage and all these things. Normally you hear a headliner is doing that, and then the support band can play with less stage and all these things, and finally when they heard us like 2 or 3 times and they realized the band is doing the best what they can, the technician put away some cabinets and said, oh, you have more space now and all these things. So this was the one side, and on the other side it was the best because you learned so much. I was sitting down with John like 1 or 2 times, and he showed me some stuff, what he's playing, and I said, oh, it's that easy.